Hi, welcome to Market TV Show. Today we're going to look at the broad markets, doing a technical analysis and see what the next move is going to be. Starting with the Nasdaq, it's up almost 1% at the close today, closing in on 10,000. Price action has been very bullish with mostly daily green candles. With all the major tech stocks looking to make another higher high tomorrow, it's likely that we'll hit 10,000. Crazy, right? If we look at the indicators here, you can see RSI has just crossed the overbought territory at 70. Now, it doesn't mean that price will reverse here, but it indicates that the possibility of a reversal is now much higher than, say, 3 days ago. When we look at the CCI indicator, you can see that the indicator has been making lower highs as prices have been making higher highs, creating a divergence. So it doesn't mean that a reversal is happening tomorrow. This could last for a long time, but it does bake it in there into the market, indicating that a reversal might be coming soon. So if we see a big sell-off, that could be the signal to start thinking the short side. Looking at the S&P 500 here, it's up 1.29% for the day, not yet making all-time highs like the Nasdaq, but has been relatively more bullish than the Nasdaq recently. We're now up. We're now only about 5.5% away from creating new all-time highs. Looking at the indicators, we can see that RSI is much higher than Nasdaq at 74. Also indicating overbought here. Unlike the Nasdaq, when you look at the CCI, there is no divergence here. You can see that it has made a higher high. Now, also another thing to note is that when you look at the S&P 500, the 20-day SMA, the simple moving average, the green line here, has just crossed the 200-day moving average, the red line. That in itself, by definition, is a bullish event. Looking at the Dow Jones here, it's up 1.72% for the day, right here. And it looks like we need about 7% to reach new all-time highs. Yeah, 7.5%. Out of all three indices, this has been the least bullish. Looking at the indicators, RSI is at 76, overbought territory. And interestingly, the CCI is showing a negative divergence as well with the Nasdaq. You see how it's a lower high previously than this high, and compared to pricing, it's been making a higher high. Something to point out, look at XLF, the financial sector. It's up 1.83% for the day. However, notice how today's candle is inside the previous big red candle here. And it's underneath the 200-day moving average, the 200-day MA, the red line. So it's heavy resistance up above. If it cannot close above the red line, then and breaks the low right here, the previous candle, then we can potentially see a big sell-off and will drag the S&P. And the first target for XLF would be the high of this candle. The high is 25.30, and then the second target would be around here at the low of this candle, and that's 23.17. And from here, this is about a 13% drop if we get there. Another sector to point out is the semiconductor, SOXX. It closed slightly negative today while most of the market is green. Some view the semiconductors are the leading indicator for the tech sector, the Nasdaq, and right now we're seeing a slowing down in momentum to the upside after reaching new all-time highs. Lastly, let's take a look at the VIX, the volatility index, or the fear index. It usually moves inverse to the stock market, and today it's up 5.26%, and it has bounced off a major support line, the 200-day moving average, or the red line. And if momentum continues to the upside, we should see a reversal in the broad markets. So to wrap up, I think we're going to see another bullish day tomorrow. Then maybe a sell-off by the close. Now, depending on how we close, we might see a short-term trend change. Otherwise, odds favor the market going higher. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button and leave a comment. And consider subscribing for more videos like this at the Market TV Show.